Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash of Clans. And guess what, guys? It's been over 3 years of me YouTubing Clash of Clans. Holy moly! That's a long dang time to be playing the same game, but I'd still love it. Update is still around the corner. I'm pumped, just as pumped as ever. So today, last time I had a video, which was a day ago, okay, a Clash of Clans video, I talked more about the update, of course. And a lot of people commented that they've been downloading the app again, grabbing it from the cloud, and trying to get caught up on what strategies are actually winning now. So I want to do that with a series of videos leading up to this update, okay? So a lot of YouTubers are over there in Finland. Don't think it's Clash of Clans related, but we'll have to see. I could be totally wrong there. Unfortunately, due to family circumstances, I'm here, so you're stuck with me making semi-fresh content for you guys, okay? And the reason I say semi-fresh is because this is not a cutting-edge new strategy as of today or this week. This strategy has actually been emerging over the last month or so, and it's called Witch Slap, and it's a very powerful strategy. We're seeing a different variation of the strategy used for Town Hall 11s to dip on Town Hall 10s, which is really, in my opinion, the most popular and effective strategy, even over La Lune. Some would disagree with that, but here you can see here, this is not going to be the subject, by the way, Town Hall 11 dips on 10s, but I just want to show you that now that the witches have been buffed and buffed and buffed again, and now they're actually back again and viable in the game, they actually have a really great use, and that is as flanking units. You can see here on this dip attack, we're using a trio of witches on each side and a trio of bowlers on each side to kind of establish a nice, really easy funnel into the core of this base. And you can see I'm holding back 4 witches, 2 bowlers, and a few bowlers in the clan castle too. We're going to jump them right into the gut of the base. But the key here is utilizing those witches. Not only do they clear out a nice funnel, but they're going to stay alive and go around the outside the perimeter of the base and clear out all those annoying defenses later on, so that the main core of your army can basically focus on their task, which is gutting the entire center of the base, and then, you know, taking care of the perimeter there. Sometimes they'll kind of die out along the perimeter, but your main core army will come back and pull off, hopefully, the 3-star attack. So this is going to be the basis, or the same type of premise in the Witch Slap attack. However, there's going to be some differences. So let's hop right into it here. We're going to start out with base number 22, EFX attack here. And you're going to see right out the bat, we're going to pause before he drops the troops so we can kind of analyze this base here. A pretty typical Town Hall 9 base. We're seeing more compact walls, more dense walls in the center of the base, and then more perimeter units acting as distractors, making it more difficult to set up the funnel. So how can you combat this? Well, there's really 4 popular attacks. Obviously, there's more than just 4, but 4 really popular attacks at Town Hall 9 right now, right? There's hog attacks, any variation of hog attacks, still very popular in the game. There's dragon attacks, which are kind of the least popular of the 4, but we're still seeing a lot of dragon action at Town Hall 9. Of course, there's baby dragon attacks too. It's kind of a subcategory, right? And there is, of course, La Lune. All these air attacks, very, very effective. And we're seeing the Witch Slap. So the Witch Slap, okay? And again, guys, there's other strategies too, but these are the most dominant strategies that we're seeing in the CWL in Elite Gaming. So here it is. This is the base we're going to be targeting here. I'm going to press play, and you're going to see, just as we talked about, there's going to be 4 witches on each side, establishing a nice, incredibly wide funnel here. And then we're going to put 2 healers on both of the groups of witches. And check this out. The witches are going to keep spawning their skeletons, and then, you know, your job is easy, right? The healers are healing up those witches. The funnel is being created. In this case, the golem over here is going to go ahead and trigger that clan castle, and nice easy bowlers in the clan castle. Now, the cool thing about this strategy is you have a few options in terms of that flex spot, those clan castle troops. We've seen people use everything from max hog riders to even max P.E.K.K.A. in that spot, a golem, but the most traditional, I guess, or the most popular anyway, is just bowlers. Bowlers are still still incredibly powerful in the game. You rage them up when they hit the core, you go ahead and heal up those witches and their skeletons, and you are looking a-okay. And look at this, just like we talked about here, the witches along the perimeter are clearing the way out, taking out that splash damage, taking out that wizard tower. The healer is still on the witch over here, looking good. In the core of the base, we have the jump spell to access the entire base. Things are looking really good, right? I mean, looks easy, and guess what? It is pretty easy. It is a pretty easy attack. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward here because that's it, guys. That's all she wrote. In terms of the strategy, all you have to plan out in terms of looking at a base and figuring out how best to attack it is the same objectives you would using any other Town Hall 9 attack. How are you going to trigger that clan castle? How are you going to take out that queen? How are you going to set up the funnel? And how are you going to jump through the entire base? Now, it actually gives you a wide variety of flexibility in terms of what direction you want to hit from. Let's go ahead and start this attack on base number 24. A little bit of a different base design, but the same principles apply, guys. Nice and easy here. You can see, again, 2 hog riders, we have 1 golem, 10 witches, and 4 healers. We know what the healers are going to be for, and here it comes, guys. We have the witches over here in one corner on the dark elixir storage. We have the witches in the center here. So this is kind of interesting, right? It's not a big wide flank, but I said there was flexibility in terms of how you want to tackle these bases. So let's see how Rishi tackles this base here. So a little bit of a more narrow funnel this time. A narrow funnel with the jump spell placed on the other side of that mortar, making sure that golem is lured to the mortar, and here come those hog riders. Hog riders' job is going to be just to take out that air defense there and help provide a more narrow funnel for the rest of the troops, the kill squad, to reach the center of the base. So things, I'm not sure they worked out perfectly in the beginning, but it's okay. Look at the center of the base there. All there really is the golem, a few witches, and the archer queen. And along the sides here, you can see a lot more brute force along both of the perimeters, especially down in the south there. Check out around 7, 8 o'clock right now. You have a huge group of witches and bowlers all being healed by those 2 healers. So eventually one of those healers is going to go down, but even 1 healer on those witches provides just enough support to keep them alive, even with that mortar firing down on them. Of course, mortar not doing a lot of damage, but annoying nonetheless. You got to be careful of those mortars. So here the queen is in the center there, and think about it, guys. This is a beautiful, the reason I wanted to show this raid is because think about it. It didn't start off that pretty, you know? It looked like it could be a fail, and look at the ending here. Didn't even really need the queen ability. Look at, there's like 10 witches before they disappear left still remaining. Very, very good attack there, and it just shows how powerful this attack can be. Also, I do want to talk quickly about the spells here. You have 2 jump, 2 poison, 1 rage, and 1 heal spell. Now there is a little bit of flexibility there as well. Some bases might need, if it's a spread out base, you might need 3 jumps to access the entire base. Don't be afraid to do so. In that circumstance, me personally, I would go ahead and keep that rage spell and then drop off the heal spell. So let's go ahead and watch another replay here, get a good idea for this attack here. This time by Genevieve. Okay, so this is an interesting base. Again, you can see all the air defenses right in the center there. That's actually a good thing for this strategy because the healers that are healing the witches, unlike the last attack, are going to be much better off, much safer here. So here comes the easy clan castle trigger there. And, you know, Lava Hound, not a big deal. Lava Hound, very popular as a clan castle troop defensively at Town Hall 9. No big deal for this attack, that's for sure. So just kind of let the Lava Hound hang out there, put a wizard or 2 on it, and you'll be looking good to go there. So I think it might have been an unexpected hidden Tesla there in the south right around here. No big deal. We have a giant there to provide some tanking power. Of course, if you're going in on a cleanup attack with this strategy, you'll know, okay, there's going to be a hidden Tesla. I better bring a few giants to tank a little bit for my witches and the skeletons. But you can see, same premise here. Nice, easy funnel created. Check this out, guys. Bowlers in the clan castle. We have the heroes. We have the jump. The table is set, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we did lose the healers over here on these 3 hidden Teslas. But unlike the previous attack again here, Genevieve is smart. She knows there's going to be a lot of work to be done by the kill squad here. So she saves a lot of the troops for the center of the base. Now, the Archer Queen is engaging all these witches over here. Look at all this stuff that's going on there. Beautiful, beautiful skeleton spell as well as a poison spell to stop and stymie those lava pops, as well as take down that archer queen. The witches over there are doing work. I kind of misspoke a second ago when I said there was a huge army of troops in the center of the base. That's just not the case, Ash. I don't know what you're seeing that we're not. It's actually the witches all went over here, and the Teslas unfortunately killed most of the witches over there in the south. But here come a couple hog riders to help out. Last minute reinforcements take down that splash damage, which of course is obviously your number one worry in this attack. Those mortars, those wizard towers, that splash damage, you want to make sure you at least account for these things. Adding a few hogs can be a good idea. Look at this, the hog's still alive, taking out this mortar, and that's going to be, again, all she wrote there. That's a very beautiful attack. Again, it looked a little dicey in the beginning, and this attack can have the tendency to look that way, so don't panic. Keep with the plan, and you'll be good to go. Okay, another 3, a star. Let's go ahead and move to number 30 here. Like I said, guys, I wasn't lying when I said this was a really popular attack in Elite Gaming, and this is going to be our last replay because, hey, let's face it, you don't need to watch a million of these things. They're kind of similar, right? So here comes Edward Lee. Edward doing a very quick deployment there. You can see there's not a lot of high HP structures along the perimeter there, so he goes right, balls to the wall. I can say that, right? Balls to the wall? I don't know. He goes balls to the wall here. This attack, the reason I wanted to show you it to end off this video is because he uses 6 healers. He has 2 healers on the middle pack as well. Of course, there is a trade-off there. I told you there's a lot of flexibility in this attack, but when you bring 6 healers, of course, you do have that strong healing power. If I was going to bring 6 healers, maybe I'd think about dropping that heal spell, because hopefully the healers in the center kind of stay alive and heal up those witches and troops as they make their way through the center of the base. But I'll tell you what, Edward would probably know better than I would. So now there's a poison down on that dragon, no big deal. You can see 2 groups of healers. The 3 groups kind of merged into 2 groups here, and easy. Jumping them through the base, healing them over here in the south, healing them in the center of the base. Everything's looking beautiful. The heal spell is down in the center, so now those witches, the archer queen and the bowlers, are just going to basically sit in the middle on their perch, sniping the defenses all around them. So really easy stuff here in terms of a really OP attack. I would classify this as one. I would say this is one of the easiest attacks to plan for at Town Hall 9 right now. I mean, it doesn't require a large time commitment to plan out a successful witch slap attack. And I'll tell you what, as an attacker doing one of these attacks, it's actually kind of fun, It's fun to use the witches again, and although I'm sure it's going to receive a little bit of hate, or it already has, for not being a skill attack, to me, Town Hall 9, it's okay. It's okay if not every attack is a beautiful three-phase orchestrated La Lune attack, in my opinion. Sometimes it's just nice to do one of these old school ground attacks, and this is certainly one of them. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I need your feedback, guys. What do you want to see for the next strategy video, or what town hall level? I think I should probably redo ring-based strategy. I think there's still a lot of people running ring bases at Town Hall 10 and 11. Do you think that's probably the most pressing need, or would you want to see something like La Lune, or would you prefer something, maybe for Town Hall 8 or something like that? I don't know, guys. Or even farming. I don't know. Let me know. I need your advice. I need your comments. Steer me in the right direction, guys. I appreciate you watching. Means a lot to me that you're sticking with me, sticking with little Ash here through my, through my hiatus in Clash of Clans. I'll definitely be back covering the update daily, as I've told you guys for months now. It seems like years. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. You can see his information in the description below. Check him out on social media. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.